today I'm pretty much getting ready for the US Open of Surf in California at Huntington Beach. Lately I've been getting my boards ready for it, and I'm getting smaller boards that would go good at Huntington Beach. It's normally a softer flat wave that doesn't really get much swelling, but on the low tide it can get pretty sucky, and the small waves can get pretty hollow. So yeah, trying to find boards that range in between kind of the high tide and low tide at Huntington Beach that you could be getting, and if it got to over 4 foot or below 1 foot, I have boards ready for it. So that's pretty much what today's about, and yeah, just packing my stuff up. I'm leaving at 20 to 7 tonight in the Emirates to Dubai flight, and then the 16.5-hour flight from Dubai to LA. That's coming about like 2.5 hours after I land or something. So I've got a pretty debaucherous mission after 7 this evening, but yeah, looking forward to it. Recently I've done a swap over from my previous surfboard manufacturer to Hurricane surfboards, and right now the shaper that I'm working with on my last quiver for the US Open is Beyrick. I used to get boards from him when I was about 13 or 14, and then we went our separate ways, and yeah, basically gone a full way on the circle, and I've come back to Beyrick, and his boards, from what I've felt, is like these 4 boards have been the best 4 boards that I've ridden in a very long time. You know, it's not very often that you can order 4 boards from a shaper without having like previous work done with them for the last 8 years, and you can get 4 out of 4 that are impeccable. You know, really good surfboards that feel like they're glued to my feet, and I can do anything, draw any lines and bottom turn around any section, and you know, just giving me ideas because it's got so much speed. And with the extra tail rocker and the nose rocker, it's pretty unbelievable that I can get through the flat sections, and yet when the section gets steeper than usual, I can still fit into the hollow pocket and go as vert and tight in the pocket as I want to. So it's something that I haven't felt from surfboards, and I'm so excited for the second half of this year because of it. You know, fish rods from the head, and my surfboards are pretty much the head of my career. And right now, with the good surfboards that I've got, I haven't had boards that I felt this comfortable and relaxed on, that I don't have to think. The surfing just comes naturally, which is such a huge stress taken off, you know, because you go overseas and you go to these places, you've got 25 minutes to perform, and if you aren't 100% sure about your surfboards, then when you do wait for only the two best waves that come through in the heat, you want to know that your board's going to go good and you're not going to make any errors on those waves. When you go overseas and you're competing against guys like Kalohe, Dino and Gabriel Medina, and now at the US Open, you know, Kelly Slater does this event every year, Dane Reynolds, Jordy Smith. When you're looking at guys like that in your heats, those guys, Kelly Slater's been on the best boards that he could possibly be on since he was, 18 with Beyrick, and so that gives him about 22 years of really good surfboards, understanding surfboards. I've only been going into my man-sized body, or finished growing, about a year ago, so I've only had a year to get the understanding of my surfboards down. So when you're against guys like that, it's really important to be on the best equipment, because you know that they are the best surfers. So you kind of want to give yourself the best chance that you can by knowing that your surfboards are the best that they could be. After Mexico, the 6-star and the Mr. Price Pro, the Prime, I didn't do too well there, so I've dropped from about 28 to about 36 on the rankings now, which is leaving about 26 spots to climb to the top 10, and by the end of the year, which is pretty doable, seeing as there's only been 2 primes, and in the second half of the year there's 6 primes. So you know, the year might be halfway through, but the ASP schedule for me is pretty much only a quarter way through. So the first quarter hasn't gone immaculately, but the next 3 quarters I think it's going to go pretty good now that I got these boards. If you win 1 prime, you get 6,500 points. With 4 other results counting, it's not very hard to fill in that other 5,000 points to clear yourself of 11,000, and you know, get a few different results that can all add up to that of what your US Open result hopefully is going to be. You know, that 6,500 points. So it'll just be a huge jump, a huge relief, and the year will be a lot more on track than it is now. But yeah, pretty much on paper, but in my head, it's going on track.